Alright, I'm gonna start off by saying this is really fucked up. And it would keep happening. Okay. We lived in this apartment, right? This is when we first moved into Grand Prairie. I was still pretty young. I was at least 11 or 12. I had this alarm clock that I would listen to the radio on, and I would just put it on the radio station that I liked before I went to sleep. And as I'm laying there dreaming and hearing this radio, I just all of a sudden this loud voice just getting louder and louder and louder, as loud as it can go, and then back to normal volume, then back to louder and louder and louder and louder, as loud as it could go, and it kept going like that. It would wake me up sometimes. I'd wake up looking around what the fuck just happened? I'd brush it off each time it happened because I didn't think anything was gonna happen again, but it was weird because it was just the same thing. Same. I don't even know who these people were, or person in my dream was, but it was their goal to fuck with me, to get loud as they could, and then back to normal volume, loud as they could, and then back to normal volume. Holy fuck. Oh, sorry. It's getting warm in here. It's the only time it happened though too, because there'd be nights where I didn't have the radio on. Those were the times where it wouldn't happen. I would just have regular dreams that I wouldn't remember because that just kind of happened. And it only happened when I had the radio on, is when I would hear that person get as loud as they could and bring that calm energy back down. It was fucking weird. It eventually stopped because I wouldn't want to use that alarm clock anymore. I just unplugged it, wrapped the cord around the alarm clock, and set it aside for a while. Fast forward, and I'm living in my grandfather's place. And I'd do this every now and then. get dressed, get out the door, walk down to my grandmother's place, and see what I could find for like snacks or pop if I could find any. If they had any in the what's it called? There's this like section of the house that stays cooled. There's like a door to get in. You walk up this ramp, there's this door that you get in, and then there's a second door. So there's this section where there's that freezer, that huge freezer. One night I grabbed 2 ginger ales, and I start going back to my grandfather's place, both of them in my hand, just like, fuck yeah, hit a score, right? But then I just hear this deep, low growl in the distance, and I remember just stopping in my tracks, and my like hairs instantly stand up, and I felt like fear instantly. This and I remember saying hello. So I just like start like rushing back to my grandfather's, and I see this wolf just kind of slowly but medium pace. It wasn't like running or walking, it was kind of like medium pacing at me. So I just like I fucking booked it up the hill, because on the reserve, my grandmother was down the hill and my grandfather was like up the hill. So I just like ran, and I tried the back handle of the door, the back door that had a handle for a doorknob, and it was like locked. So it was, in my panic, I just like went to the other side and set the 2 ginger ales on this little post that was outside the door. Set those there, and then I got my keys. I was in a rush, so I was like trying to find the right key, and I remember just thinking, please, 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 please. Because I didn't want to like get mauled by a wolf or a pack of wolves. But I locked it, grabbed the 2 ginger ales from the post, and quickly got inside, closed the door, and actually locked it because I didn't want to take any chances. And I told my dad about this, stepdad. I remember him saying that he heard the doorknob jiggle, but he didn't like think anything of it, because he probably thought somebody else was trying to get in or something. I don't remember what the fuck. But I remember I was still like shaking because I was so, I felt so close to to almost dying. It made me stop going over to my grandmother's in the middle of the night to grab anything. It's like, why the fuck would I like risk it after that? What if that like wolf was waiting to ambush me, like in a spot where I wasn't prepared to see it, or some shit like that? So I never saw it again, though. So that's a plus. Fast forward again, and I just remember dreaming, and I remember feeling this dark presence like that I felt. It was a few times after smoking weed, but it was like closing in or something, because I could feel it closing in. Whatever it was, it had this red face and deep, dark, red, sunken eyes. And it was like right in my face. I remember being so afraid, but then having enough courage to hit it in the face with a Captain America shield that I had in my dream. And it like flew away, like it was gone. Fast forward just like a few nights after that, I had a similar dream like that, like it was like a demonic entity in my dream again, and this time I had enough courage to like hit it with the Thor hammer with my right hand. I hit the previous demon with my Captain America shield with my left hand, but I hit this demon with the Thor hammer that I had in my dream with my right hand, and that demon flew. And that one was gone. I never had any experience like that before, and I never had that experience again. And I just remember telling my mom about this, telling the two separate dreams that I had, and she explained to me that it's like your sword and shield that you use against evil. So that gave me comfort, because I mean, Captain America's shield and Thor's hammer. Fuck yeah.